Okay, so we have added our red cabbage into the bag, and we have added some water, and we have mixed it together to create a purple pH indicator, which we will be using for this experiment. So after a considerable amount of mixing, just by squeezing, we can get our pH indicator solution to become a dark purple. And from there, I'm going to pour it into a larger glass, and I will portion it out into the individual clear glasses, which are shot glasses in this case. Okay, so after creating my pH indicator, I transferred it into a glass container, and from there, I'm going to portion 1 teaspoon into each of these glasses. The way that I found works best is if I tip it, I can get it just as full as I need it, and then I can pour it into my glass. And I'll do that for the rest of them. Okay, so now that we have all of our substances set up, we are going to take a straw to take some of our liquid. We'll plug the end here, and then I'll drop some into the indicator. Try and do just a few drops here. 1, 2, okay. And I'll try and stir it around here. So if the camera can see that, the oil is not really mixing with the indicator. So I don't see any color change. So I don't think that this indicator, because it's water-based, is able to test the oil. Yeah. Okay, so now we're moving on to milk, which I will take a straw again and put a few drops into my indicator. 1. There, we got 2 there. I'm gonna mix it about. It seems to be turning kind of more of a bluish color. I'm not sure if that's due to milk being white or actually indicating pH. To compare it to our regular, it has definitely lightened in color. Looks like a little bit due to the milk, but there is definitely a pH change that has been detected by our red cabbage indicator. Okay, so now we'll move on to water. I wanted to see what would happen when I diluted the pH indicator, to see if there was any change. I'll add a few drops here. Okay, and I'll mix it about. There appears to be a little to no change by adding water. We'll see what happens when I add maybe just a little bit more to see how diluting it affects it, and if it does change how it can indicate. It appears that we'd have to add a significant amount of water to be able to change the color of our pH indicator. So we'll be moving on to dish soap here. I'm going to take my straw once again. I'm going to put a few drops into my pH indicator. The dish soap is a little bit viscous, so it is hard to transport. Maybe I'll try getting the Okay, we're gonna stir it with the straw. So after stirring, we can vividly see that the pH indicator has turned a vibrant blue, close to my gloves, but a little darker yet. If we compare it to our original, we can tell that there's definitely a color change, and therefore it is detecting the pH. Okay, so we'll move on to baking soda next. We will pour just a little bit out of our container into our pH indicator, our red cabbage pH indicator. Okay, it's a little stubborn, I guess. There we go. And after mixing it, from the top we can see a pretty vivid color change to a blue, a lot darker than the other blue from the dish soap. And once again, comparing it to our untainted solution, it is a definite color change. Next, we have prepared a lemon juice solution, which I'm going to once again use the straw method to insert into my indicator solution. I only got about a drop there, so I'm going to take just a little more and see. Okay, we got about 2 drops in there, and mixing it, we have a vibrant pink. It was very immediate. This detected the pH and tells me that yes, lemon juice is acidic. Once again, comparing it to the untainted, it is a very big contrast. So last but not least, we will take our vinegar, once again using our straw to extract it, and put a few, we have 1 drop in there. And I'll put in, we're getting about a drop at a time, so. Okay, we have 2 drops of vinegar in our pH indicator, and after stirring, it has become a darker purple or magenta than the other one, which would tell me that it's a little bit more acidic, but it is definitely detected the pH of my vinegar.
Okay, so now we know what red cabbage used as a pH indicator can test for. We know that it can test for most water-based substances, it can test most substances that do not interfere with the purple color, and it cannot test oil-based substances and substances that closely resemble the color of red cabbage pH indicator.
Right.